The world is graying fast. In 2019, over 700 million people, or roughly 10% of the global population, were aged 65 and above. Despite having a collective spending power of $15 trillion annually, this consumer demographic is often overlooked. Now, businesses are beginning to adapt and develop different services and goods to meet the needs of these silver spenders. But first, they'll have to understand them. East Asia is home to some of the world's fastest aging countries. Japan is number 1, with 1 in 3 adults over 65. South Korea is also aging faster than anywhere else. In 2017, it had more old people than young. Combined, Asia will have 844 million individuals over the age of 60 by 2030. And the economic implications are tremendous.
Traditionally, businesses have always focused on the younger market, the children, the youth. But as the market changes and evolves, we are seeing that this silver market is going to be a very lucrative market. By 2020, the potential spending power of people around Asia Pacific age over 60 is going to reach US 3.3 trillion.
One emerging market is China, home to the world's largest group of silver spenders. With nearly $1 trillion in spending power in 2020, seniors here form a third of the country's consumer spending annually.
For the first time last year, the number of Chinese people aged over 60 outnumbered those aged under 16. By 2050, it's expected to be 500 million consumers. Businesses should definitely be paying attention to this affluent elderly population, but the challenge is to get them to part with that money and buy our products, because as a whole, they're all quite frugal in the way they view the world.
Frugality isn't surprising for the older generation, who became communist in 1949. 68-year-old Xiao Hong was part of the group that lived through years of hardship before the country's economic reforms in 1978 slowly encouraged Chinese like her to embrace consumerism.
撇位珠大小的小，红颜色的红。现在我是上海市摄影家协会会员，也是我们那个星光摄影协会的副会长兼那个秘书长。
A former fashion designer, Xiao Hong is among China's growing number of silver photography enthusiasts.
摄影呢，以前我就一直喜欢的。就一直喜欢，但是后来就一直没时间嘛，也就搁在那里了。后来一退休以后，我就开始拿起相机开始玩。
Now she spends most of her time on her passion, taking photos, managing forums, and attending exhibitions. Like many of her peers, Xiao Hong wants to thrive during her golden years. Photography is one of the most popular courses at China's elder education schools. With an intake of 8 million in over 70,000 facilities, senior students enroll in a wide variety of classes, including degree programs. There are plans to ensure at least one such university in each city by 2020.
目前我们店面占就是年龄60岁以上的有40%以上，就是现在玩数码，现在年纪大的很多，对，现在他们就是业余时间也比较充足一点，退休人员还有年纪大的就越来越多的喜欢上这种摄影，他也能动动脑子什么的，有一个兴趣爱好，会比以前的话要增幅要多。
Chinese senior citizens are becoming increasingly gadget savvy. According to a 2018 report, more people above 65 are purchasing cameras than those aged 45 to 60.
像初级的，他们来说可能会在5000左右， 如果他们的消费水平高的话，他们的预算基本会在1万到1万5左右。还有些是专业级的，他们可能会消费可能会更高。
摄影设备，如果我感觉有适合我的，我也会买，自己喜欢的，我也不会太关注这个钱的问题。哇，第4代出来了，
我也是出来2个月了。
一套相机起码就是2、3万，这个是毫不犹豫。
I can tell you that every silver generation I've come across today, they own an iPhone or a Galaxy. You know, they own some kind of technology device that helps them to be in touch with the market. And what they tell me is that we need to get in touch with technology because we want to remain relevant and be connected to our family members as well. So they don't want to be left behind in the crowd.
China's seniors are catching up. Year on year, more of them are embracing and engaging technology for their shopping and lifestyle needs. But while photography and tech are growing in popularity, China's #1 senior hobby hasn't changed since 1990: square dancing. Some 200 million retirees have transformed this activity into a $15 billion market, thanks to the sales of costumes, shoes, and boom boxes, amongst other paraphernalia. Square dancing competitions are now sponsored by healthcare companies, banks, and beauty salons targeting the silver dollar. There's even an app called Tangdou, which has evolved from square dancing tutorials into a vibrant content portal serving 400,000 monthly users, making it an advertising goldmine. For the silver spenders, health is definitely wealth. And in Tokyo, a new exercise regime is taking off amongst seniors.
シナプソロジーは右手と左手を違う動きをやったり脳を活性化し
From travel and technology to healthcare and home appliances, companies are finding ways to capitalize on Asia's silver economy. The Asia-Pacific senior market has been valued at $3.3 trillion by 2020. Born between 1946 and 1950, Japan's Dankai generation formed a critical part of the country's workforce during its post-World War economic miracle era. As they went into retirement over the past 20 years, their accumulated savings and massive spending potential did not go unnoticed.
There's people who are 70 and older, and they are about 20% of the population. And they were very lucky because they worked throughout the 70s and the 80s, which were the really golden times, and they got steady salary increases. And so it's not unusual for somebody to spend 40 years at one company. And if they are lucky enough to do that, what they will do is retire with quite a high salary and migrate into quite a large pension that they can live off until they die.
But many older Japanese are not ostentatious. What they choose to spend on instead are very practical things, like health and wellness. Japan's seniors use the gym more than any other age group, spending about $3.6 billion annually on club memberships. People over 60 account for 37% of that number, while those over 70 make up 21%.
We see that these retirees are now spending money away from medical care. They are now spending money on wellness, so to make themselves stronger, look better, feel better earlier on. So it's no longer about medication, but really about that healthy aging awareness.
The Renaissance Gym has been one such chain to stake a claim in this burgeoning market. With 166 gyms and rehab facilities, Renaissance offers 100 to 150 weekly classes, many targeted at the older crowd.
やはり増えてきているのは50代以上になります。その中で、クラブを利用する頻度ということになりますと、やはり高齢者の方の方がお時間もありますので、利用頻度は高くなるというのが実態だと思います。
Over the last 5 years, they have seen an almost 6% jump in their senior membership, which costs around $45 to $90 a month.
今日祝日なので初めてねやられるって方も来ていただいた方もいらっしゃるかと思いますけど、体 して体を動かしながら脳も使う。皆さん目の前出してください。はい、では行きますよ。
Beyond physical fitness, Renaissance identified another critical need for its senior clientele. With dementia on the rise in Japan, the company trademarked a prevention program called synapsology.
They have an increasing fear of dementia because they've seen their parents with dementia go through that period and they don't want themselves to go through it. So they look for solutions in the market now, and increasingly they go like, I don't want to wait until I get frail before I find an opportunity to get strong. So let me think about it earlier.
シナプソロジーは右手と左手を違う動きをやったり、また普段やらない動きをやることで脳を活性化し、脳を元気にしていくプログラムです。
Using various activities, the synapsology training program challenges both sides of the brain to work and builds up mental resilience. Research by the University of Tsukuba has shown that it is effective in improving cognitive health. The program has since been adopted by 250 associations and facilities in the country, and it's even been exported to Korea. The gym also offers other senior-friendly classes.
で青竹ビクスはプラスチック製の青竹を踏みながら自然注力を高め血行を促進していくプログラムとなってます。高齢者の方が参加で多いのはやはり、動きがすごくシンプル、そして心拍数がそんなに上がらないってところが一つ皆さんが一番受け入れられやすいプログラムだと思います。認知機能を高めていくプログラムなんですが、例えば高齢者さんだったら注意力の向上、また判断力の向上などにつながりますので、とっさの行動がすぐ判断しやすいっていうプログラムになります。
私はまずは一番大切なのは健康だというふうに考えております。なのでそのためにはいろんな一番大事なことは皆さんと笑いながら楽しく自分に合った運動を続けていくっていうことが一番大切かと思っているものですから、特に藤井先生のクラスは私たちぐらいの年代のものにとても先生が温かく楽しくリードしてくださるので、もうより嬉しくて。
But it's not just health and wellness that Japan's silver spenders are into now. With a labor force that has traditionally put in some of the highest working hours in the world, it's not surprising that retirees are making up for all that lost time by hitting the road. The country has more leisure travelers aged 65 and over than anywhere else in the Asia Pacific. Korea, Taiwan, Hawaii, and Europe are amongst their top travel destinations.
クラブツーリズムのお客様は50代から70代のお客様が約7割というところで、女性が約7割という状況です。
Over the last 5 years, there has been a 150% increase in the demand for senior SIT, or Special Interest Tour Packages.
テーマ旅行っていうのは単なる物見遊山の旅行ではなくて、さまざまなテーマがあるんですけれども、例えば旅行でツアーでカメラ撮影をしましょうとか、例えば歴史を学びましょうとか、そういった旅先で何をするかということを重きにしたテーマ旅行っていうのを進めておりまして、それがシニアのお客様に実際評価していただいております。違うツアーでもまたあったりとか、趣味を通じた仲間づくりができるところがシニアのお客様に評価していただいているポイントだと思います。
In a tourism survey, it was found that Japanese travelers were more likely to book guided tours than Europeans. What they're after are stimulating experiences where they can constantly learn new things on the go and enhance their psychological well-being. Next, from robot staff to state-of-the-art designs, aging in style is what China's developers have in store with their ambitious retirement communities. Around the world, lifestyle brands and marketeers typically target the young, mobile, working demographic. Older consumers' lifestyle needs are often not on the radar of many mainstream brands, and experts feel that's a mistake.
We don't spend enough time investing in the research possible from this older person demographic. We don't spend enough time looking at how to change the strategy. Growing old is going to be a very new and sexy industry. And growing old is no longer about medical services. The gap really is about how to help an older person grow old really well, looking good, aging well.
The apparel industry for seniors is one such area with untapped potential. By 2020, the spending power of Chinese seniors on clothing is projected to be worth $10 billion. But currently, only 10% of the existing fashion brands provide specialized products for them. In Japan, some major fashion companies have already begun to address this gap. Established lingerie brand Warhol realized that seniors, especially women, were underserved in the fashion and clothing space. Building on their lifelong customer base, Warhol used their research to start a specialized clothing line called Raku Raku Partner in 2002, designed exclusively for seniors as part of their Good Aging initiative.
ラクラクパートナーはですね、お客様の年齢層は60歳から100歳までを想定しており、男女のお客様にインナーからアウター総合的に取り揃えたブランドでございます。
For nearly 50 years, Warhol's Human Science Research Center has been collecting data annually from thousands of women ranging from their teens to their 60s to understand how their bodies changed as they aged.
特に商品特徴としましては、加齢に伴う生理変化、体型変化、こういったことによる着やすさを求めるための機能開発、機能分析をしておりますブランドでございます。
Raku Raku, or comfy partner, refers to the ergonomic aspect of the clothing. Ergonomic wear is an emerging market category that considers the special needs and comfort of older people.
アームホールが広いこと、そしてここにボタンがあって開閉ができますので、さらに着脱がしやすいという構造を持っています。肩掛けです。
歩いてみると足が出しやすくなった気がします。
体がなかなか高齢になってくると自由に動かすことができないようになります。着脱をするにしてもこの素材の深度が非常に伸びることによって着脱が簡単になるということも言えるかと思います。そして高齢になると今度皮膚も敏感になってきます。その皮膚に対して非常に高深度のゴムを使うことによって皮膚への刺激を軽減するといったことが特徴となっている商品でございます。
From top to toe, a full ergonomic outfit from Warhol costs $100 on average. Despite its higher price tag, the double-digit sales growth thus far has proven that seniors are more than willing to spend on ease and comfort. Signaling a shift in trends, other general fashion retailers have begun to acknowledge the silver demographic in their marketing efforts by including older role models in their ads, though it's still an exception among most brands. Another emerging investment for more affluent silver spenders is property, specifically upscale retirement communities. Seen as a more desirable alternative to nursing homes or aging alone at home, retirement communities offer a range of lifestyle services and amenities in a customized environment.
Retirement living is an aspirational product. Looking at the trends of retirement living, more and more facilities and villages being built around the region, I think there's definitely been an increase in the last 10 years.
In China's leading cities, developers have begun to offer CCRCs, or Continuing Care Retirement Communities. Some of these are built by insurance companies, who convert insurance policy earnings into retirement home leases for older clients.
There's a lot of retirement villages in China started by the insurance companies. So when somebody exits their life insurance, instead of taking the money out, they say that leave your money there and we will let you move into a retirement village that we've built.
In all, over 30 major developers across China are investing in retirement villages. One insurer, JK Life, has invested almost $1 billion into 2 retirement villages in Beijing and Shanghai called Junkang Spring. Both locations will offer some 2,500 units when it launches over the next 5 years.
所谓的 CCRC 呢，字面上解释就是持续退休照护社区，也就是说，它能够提供给退休人群，从一个具备独立生活能力， 机能相对来说是比较良好的一个身体状况，一直到他可能需要一些协助的生活，或者是说需要专业的护理，这样的一个全业态的一个养老的一个解决方案。那么它每一个康养社区呢，我也可以把它形容成为一个康养综合体。它有康复医院，这个我们的综合的门诊部，那么更多的它也有康养酒店，也有我们的提供给活力老人的一个独立生活区。我们都有 IMAX 的影院，我们也会有剧场，我们也会有3个主题餐厅，也会有多功能厅，也会有近百个的这个长者的这个俱乐部的活动。
Other features are state-of-the-art like facial recognition technologies in place of locks and elder-friendly designs such as anti-slip cushioned flooring. But all this isn't cheap. Costs for such living arrangements range well up to hundreds of thousands of US dollars per lease, making it a luxury product for most. While retirement homes have been the norm in the West, in Asia, the concept of living together with the family has been present for many decades. But this mindset is slowly starting to shift.
If you look traditionally in China, there is this culture of the younger generation is meant to look after the older generation. So that tradition is now changing quite a lot. One, you've gone from larger families where that onus could be shared amongst many kids to one child. So one child needs to look after that family. And as a result, it's very difficult to look after their parents. That you're now thinking that retirement villages could be an answer to some of those new challenges of modern Chinese society.
As the world ages, the longevity economy will continue to prove lucrative for decades to come. But courting the silver dollar will take time and patience.
What makes them untapped is because they are an unknown. It's not easy to understand what an older person wants unless you take time to interview each of them and to understand their personalities and their preferences and their likes and their dislikes. This is a very new market out there, that silver group. Businesses need to experiment all the time. How we market to them, the service that we develop for them, it's all going to evolve over time.